This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now here's Cam Scatteroo on the ground. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Scatteroo now from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to
moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Running with Scatteroo. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
2nd down now. They need 7. Driving forward with Scatteroo. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Goes to the hurry up here.
And the Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Scatteroo is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. That right there, partner, that is not a team who looks like it is a steep underdog. That is exactly the type of start they needed. And gotta imagine being in their old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense more than the offense. As an offense, you just want to do your part. You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. It should benefit their defense immensely.
Send this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Working quickly here.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face second down.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forces incompletion.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts with it on third and short. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The Giants in control so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Looking quickly here. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
63, 63, 63.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
First down, a run with Barkley. It's inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They kick the running back in motion. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
Eagles.
Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 7 at the 48-yard line.
It's Scannaboo on second down. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Dart. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, here's Scatterbill. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Scatterbill runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. Let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Gano ready to send this away. Shipley now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
180, 180. Delta.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Great, set. 180, 180. Go Silver, ready? Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready up.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Connects on the crosser. On the move, past the 40. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. The Giants using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Scatterbill. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play.
Darts out of the shotgun. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Gano ready to send this away. Shipley now to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. That one's cut on the left sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here that have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has it in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They give right side. It's Scattergood. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. He gets forward. Next about 4 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Darts looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, this is Scattergood. Nice drive up the middle, gets him about 3. And on the south had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
The tackle made back at the 37.
A throw, 3rd and long. It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Going the Scatteroo here on the ground. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dunt. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Brought in. He drives this down to the 8 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They're looking to throw. This one's caught. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4.
Let's Scatteroo. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Dodge back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try with Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
180, 180.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Gonna let this one fly. Deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. And the Giants get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. 1st down from the 42.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Scattergood. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Going right back to Scattergood. This is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. Going deep here for the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. It's going to bring up 4th down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
He's across the 20, still going. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Giants 1st down.
They're going to pass it here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Shipley now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. The play fake now hurts to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are stopped on the return just...
cause he sent me too much for sale. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh, it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Throwing right away is Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Now the former Sun Devil is Cam Scalaboo. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Called a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
And the Giants first down.
Dart going to give to Scalaboo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And he overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going, got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Penix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
First down, here's Scatterby. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing his dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air, dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterby. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. An inside run to Scatterby. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Throwing, dart. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Touchdown here to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And they'll get him down as as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 38 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants first down.
To throw is Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go.
To throw, Dart. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air once more is Dart. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Dart. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The Falcons will line up for the 2.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Falcons 15, Giants 10.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Dart.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw now, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Malik Neighbors.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's caught at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
2nd and 6.
They'll throw now on the final play.
That one deep for London. That is incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
46-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, that was well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points.
And makes the score Falcons 23, Giants 16.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
On the ground, it's Scalaboo to start the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts.
And some space here.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Dart.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Throwing his Dart.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
On 4th down, here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. To get this one started, off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Swift. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, it's Swift. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll take this one in. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing right away is Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, and it's done. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, was in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
At the 47-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd, they need 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll get about 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Swift. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. They come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? They got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Dart. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Dart. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Moving outside the pocket, and this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down, and that brings up 4th down. 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Dart gonna throw it again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's gonna be taken down at the 30-yard line. The Giants gonna call their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. To the air again goes Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. As the 30-second charge timeout to Chicago as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It is 2nd and 6. Williams. Action made. It's Burton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Chicago.
First down, Bears.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Forced out wide. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reached the intermission. It has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Dart. That'll be taken in by Scalaboo. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar Nation.
Up the middle with Scalaboo. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
On 2nd down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. They get 10 yards on the hookup there. First down, Giants.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake. Now Dart. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. A give out of the gun, and it's Scalaboo. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Giants first down.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Dart. They try to work the screen with Scalaboo. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To number 44, Dan Scalaboo. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To the air once more is Dart, exiting the pocket right. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run. It's Scalaboo. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming, but guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He's up to the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. To the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
a shotgun. It's Dart. First down throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is,
back to the sideline and intercepted. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And they're on the 20-yard line.
This time I'm taking what's mine. Like a long lost out west outlaw, here's mine. I'm riding into town, no turning back now.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
3rd down and 12.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Colts, 1st down.
Oh, he fakes the spike. And that'll be caught. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10.
Warriors, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check up.
Now Jones. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Project X. This ain't what you want.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans first down.
Stroud sets up the play action. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
That's another Texans first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
All right. 18. That's it.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Here we go.
The Texans will line up.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Texans 6. Colts nothing.
this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before it's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
He's still on his feet. Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
61 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 8. The Texans, first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Houston.
Joe Mixon
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans have regained the lead.
They'll look to throw. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people are starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Well, now how about this return? And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle, 3rd and field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
Looked like that opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, okay. 18. What's that?
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that?
Back to throw, here's Stroud. They set up the screen, Marks. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hey, smash. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go, set. 19 Lion. 79 Broncos.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Here's 2nd and 7.
13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
And Stroud now to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Texans first down.
Already.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Marks now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Woody Marks, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
touchdown, Indianapolis! Josh Downs, 76 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, let's go. 18, watch out.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stroud is going to audible to something else. Here we go on 2nd and 12. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So